Hello everyone, welcome to GS Essentials. Today in this video, we are going to discuss about one very important development under science and technology current affairs, and that is launch of Agnibaan rocket. First of all, let's discuss what exactly is Agnibaan rocket. Agnibaan rocket is a suborbital vehicle. Suborbital vehicles are different from orbital vehicles. Orbital vehicles are supposed to take a particular satellite in a particular orbit. But suborbital vehicles, on the other hand, take a particular object to particular height, and from that height, that object falls back on the Earth's surface. And that's why these vehicles are called as suborbital vehicles. But it is an important step towards the development of launch vehicle. That means with this experiment, Agnikul Cosmos would be able to develop its own launch vehicle. As we have already pointed out, it was developed by Indian space startup named Agnikul Cosmos, and this Agnikul Cosmos is incubated by IIT Madras. It is incubated by IIT Madras. It was launched from the Agnikul's own launch pad, which is there at ISRO's Sriharikota launch facility. So this is also an important point. Launch from Agnikul's own launch pad within ISRO's Sriharikota launch facility. Now, there are many firsts in this particular development, so let's discuss those firsts. Firstly, Agnibaan was powered by the world's first single piece 3D printed engine. This is a very important point in the development because this engine, which is named as Agnilet, the engine is named as Agnilet. It has been developed with the help of 3D printing technology, and as a result of that, there are no parts involved in this particular engine Agnilet. And as a result of use of 3D printing, it would be cost effective and it would be easier and less time consuming for the development of these kind of launch vehicles. Next, second point is it is India's first semi-cryogenic engine. Now you must be aware, ISRO is also developing a semi-cryogenic engine, but this launch of Agnibaan using Agnilet is India's first semi-cryogenic engine launch. Semi-cryogenic engines are the engines which use a combination of gaseous and liquid propellant. Next is it is the first launch in India from privately owned launch pad. We have just now discussed that Agnikul launched this particular Agnibaan rocket from its own launch pad, and this launch pad is the first privately owned launch pad by a particular private organization. So these are the first involved in the development of Agnibaan. Now let's discuss some other features of Agnibaan launch. The mission is called as Suborbital Tech Demonstrator, abbreviated as SORTED. So this Suborbital Tech Demonstrator will allow Agnikul Cosmos to come up with its own launch vehicle with which they will be able to place various satellites in different orbits. Next, Agnikul Cosmos is the first startup under InSpace program. You must be aware, InSpace is Indian National Space Promotion and Authorization Center, which is an autonomous agency under Department of Space established in year 2020. It is aimed at enabling and facilitating the participation of private players. That means it acts as an interface between ISRO and non-government entities. Next point is Agnikul Cosmos is the second private organization after Skyroot Aerospace to launch a rocket. You must be aware in 2022 November, Skyroot Aerospace launched first rocket which was privately owned rocket, and that is named as Vikram. So these are some of the features of this Agnibaan launch. Now let's discuss significance of this particular launch. First is it will be a boost for small satellite market. You must be aware there are many private organizations that want their satellite to be placed in different orbits. So instead of approaching ISRO, they can approach these space startup for their launches as well. Second, it is help for ISRO's semi-cryogenic engine development. As we have already pointed out, ISRO is also developing its own semi-cryogenic engine, and this particular launch of semi-cryogenic engine by Agnikul Cosmos would be a kind of help for ISRO's development of semi-cryogenic engine as well. Third is it will free up ISRO for more space exploration experiments. As we have already pointed out, the private organizations can approach these space startups instead of ISRO for the launch of their satellites. And as a result of that, ISRO would be able to focus more on its space exploration experiments like Gaganyaan, Chandrayaan, etc. So that is the significance of Agnibaan launch by Agnikul Cosmos. So if you have liked this video, hit the like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.